¿Dónde salió usted? ¿Cuánta esa gente que lo sabe?
Oye, Puerto Rico, lo que me quieren, Sharon. No siento que yo soy de ningún lado en específico, yo me siento orgulloso de ser de esta isla.
Lo importante es que el pueblo está con usted, oye, no es la mano de la exposición y la fama, es parte del relajo.
O sea, me gusta, ¿me entiendes? La gente me la está dando, pues, o sea, y se siente bien. Y ha sido un camino duro, pero que sigue ese público, no es nada, y lo agradezco y los quiero de verdad, o sea, porque un agradecimiento que siento inmenso por el público Puerto Rico, por ustedes, por todo el mundo, porque yo me jodido, güey.
It's really, like I said, the beginning of where he wanted to be.
And he gives 100% to whatever he does, whether it's in the ring, outside the ring, it doesn't really matter. I mean, as you can see today, you know, he takes charge of certain things, and he took charge of the workout today.
Go!
In the words of my homie, he gonna say, he said, you gotta give him a pass. You gotta pay.
What I'm excited about is, you know, collecting all the belts, you know, getting the rest of the belts, WBC, the WBA, and the WBO, and become undisputed. That's what I'm excited about.
The intense training regimens of Jaron, Ennis and Xander Zayas suggest both fighters are reaching peak condition, setting the stage for a highly explosive encounter. In camp, Xander Zayas is leaving no stone unturned. He's meticulously sharpening his technical foundation, correcting his posture, improving his footwork, and perfecting his balance to remain fully composed when switching from offense to defense.
How you doing? Accelerate that elbow to the floor. Come on. Drive that elbow down. Big reach. Good lad. Pause at the top. Nice. Two more. Come on. Good lad. Hold it now. Hold it. So as you can see, we've got a superset here, both primarily targeting backside of that shoulder girdle. So for someone like Xander, that just for training and his sport, he spends so much time in this kind of forward-leaning posture. Sometimes in the gym, it's not necessarily about developing the strength, but ensuring that we maintain overall balance just for integrity of the joints and health long-term. So we've got a superset here, as you can see, isometric rows, phenomenal just for setting and restoring that position. Superset here with a rotational power press. Again, we still need him moving at speed in both directions.
But that technical precision is backed by pure violence. His explosive pad work shows him unleashing blistering high-intensity combinations designed to build devastating knockout power and razor-sharp timing for his upcoming challenge. Analyzing the matchup, Tim Bradley emphasizes that high-stakes fights bring out the absolute best in elite champions like Ennis, describing his preparation as a blade being sharpened to its finest edge. This challenge seems to have struck a personal chord with Boots, music fueling a dangerous mindset to completely shut down the young challenger.
It's like, I don't think we've seen the best Boots yet, right? And I know one thing about like fighters that have like a really high skill set and have the mentality of a Boots Ennis. The one thing about us is that like when the competition gets better, so does our focus, so does our everything gets sharpened. Just put it that way. Everything. You know, we become so dialed in, man, and so sharpened. It's like taking a knife and sliding against that little what do you call that? Metal. or metal or rock, sliding against that rock or metal, bro. And you're just sharpening it, and you're just sharpening it, and just sharpening it.
It seems the challenge from Zayas has personally offended Ennis, awakening a beast that is now determined to make a violent example out of the young challenger. While Zayas' bravery is undeniable, Bradley warns that he is stepping into the ring with a man who feels he has everything to prove.
Here is woken up a beast. And Boots has to prove that, hey, everything that y'all been saying about me is real, and I'm gonna show you in this fight against this guy right here who thinks just because he got 2 belts, you know, that he can beat me, right? Boots is taking the offense to this, you know, he's taking offense to this, and so I think it's more so a fight where Boots has to show up and show the hell out and be the best version of himself. I think that this is a type of fight that can definitely raise somebody's game in like a Xander Zayas as well. It can definitely elevate his game. But he's not afraid, I'll tell you that much. Xander is not afraid. And he truly believes in his heart that he can beat Boots. Truly believes in his heart. And it's going to be amazing to see what happens, man, on that night. It is. It's going to be amazing to see.
Bradley respects Zayas' undeniable bravery for stepping up, but he ultimately gives Ennis the edge due to his grown man's strength and prime physical conditioning. While this platform offers Zayas a massive opportunity, Bradley warns that the young fighter may be testing himself against an elite peak before his body is fully mature enough to handle it.
He can pull this off? Oh, my goodness. A new star is born. Yeah, you know, a new star is born for sure. Puerto Rico is going to be going crazy because they know how dangerous this fight is as well. And they respect the fact that this young man is willing to risk it all. So, you know, hey, he's young. He's 23. Hey, take a leap of faith. If he fails the mission too, I mean, he's still got a lot more years to go, right? It'd be a great learning experience for him as well. So I respect him. I respect both these guys, but I really respect Xander Zayas for, again, not ducking any smoke.
But you're calling it 50-50 at this point.
60-40.
Okay.
60-40. I 60-40. I think Boots is just, I think he's more talented. I think he's more talented out of the bunch, and I think that Boots right now is right in the midst of his prime. So, you know, when you start hitting that 26, 27, 28 range, man, Xander still, even though his body looks like he's physically mature, right, he's not. You know what I mean? Like, he still has 3 to 4 years before he really gets to his full capacity and full man.
Meanwhile, the focus around Jaron Boots Ennis continues to intensify as his preparation reaches another level. In a major move for this camp, Ennis has been sharing the ring and putting in high-level work alongside boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez.
You know, it's fun, you know, sparring Canelo. You know, trying to pick his brain. You know, I think he like 70 fights in. Turned pro at 15, so I was picking his brain, having fun, you know, and sharpening my tools, you know, that's about it, you know.
Boots described the experience as both valuable and incredibly enjoyable, noting that sharing the gym with someone of Canelo's elite stature allowed him to add new dimensions to his game while still keeping the energy fun.
You feel like you gained from it?
Just having fun, you know, being in there with, you know, what he got, Canelo got 70 fights or something like 67 fights or something like that. Yeah. So it was just cool being there, you'd be able to share the ring with him, you know, having fun, you know, learning different things, and I was out there fishing, I was doing a bunch of different stuff, you know, it was cool to get away, you know, and I love that I, you know, experienced that, you know, getting away, sparring Canelo, fishing, just having fun, you know, with my brother, you know, and things like that, so it was cool.
Beyond the star-studded sparring, Ennis has focused heavily on physical evolution, building functional strength, explosive power, and deep conditioning without sacrificing the signature speed and sharpness that defines his style. He reports that camp is going flawlessly, maintaining a highly positive, focused yet relaxed mindset throughout the grind. Ultimately, Boots is carrying immense confidence into this matchup. He views this moment as a crucial stepping stone toward building his legacy, unifying another division and cementing his place as the absolute best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Training camp been going great, man. You know, just doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, having a lot of fun, man.
How's it feel good?
Feel great, man.
Meanwhile, Jaron Boots Ennis carried strong belief into camp. Feeling fully prepared for the next step in his career, Ennis viewed the moment as part of building his legacy, aiming to become a unified champion in another division while proving himself among the best fighters in the sport.
Feeling great, man. About to be a 2-time weight division unified champ. Man, I'm snapping my legacy, man. It's only up, man. I'm about to show the world I'm the best in the world. I'm gonna continue to keep showing the world I'm the best in the world.
Despite concerns surrounding younger fighters taking major risks too early, Hearn dismissed the idea that age alone determines whether a boxer is ready for elite competition. Hearn stressed that greatness in boxing is defined more by skill, mentality, and preparation than by the number attached to a fighter's age, making it clear that no talented boxer should be underestimated simply because they are young.
When Zayas said to Top Rank, I want to fight Boots, they went, what? And they went, no. And he went, I want him. See, he was the guy that made this fight.
So you think they try to dissuade him?
Oh, I would.
So have you ever dissuaded any of your fighters from taking a certain fight?
No, because, well, off the top of my head, I don't know, but probably. But I'll give you an example. Anthony Joshua against Alexander Usyk, right? We had all the belts apart from one. And the WBO called the mandatory, which was Alexander Usyk. Now, I would never want to put the doubt into a fighter's mind and go, don't take this fight, don't take the fight. But I'm looking at this going, like, don't forget, at the time, Usyk wasn't the star he is now, right? I'm looking at it and going, AJ, you can sell 60,000, 70,000 for fighting anybody. Do you want to fight this guy? And he goes, yeah, because I'm not vacating my belt and I want to become undisputed. So I have to fight. And I'm like, okay, right? Then he beats him, and then we got the rematch clause, and I go, what do you think? No, I want a rematch, right? And you can't overrule a fighter in that respect. You have to let them do their thing. You can give them advice if they ask for it.
That same confidence was echoed by coach Kenny Ellis when discussing a potential showdown between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis. Ellis pushed back strongly against claims that Zayas is too inexperienced for a fight of that magnitude, pointing out that the young champion has already spent years competing at a high level despite being only 23 years old.
That they would like to see him in there with a Jaron Boots Ennis maybe 2-3 fights from now would have probably made a difference. What do you think?
I've seen fighters in the past, young age, do big things. So you never know. I think, I know Boots will beat him, but I'm just speaking on the past, talking about what that person just said. He's 23 years old. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in the game long enough to take a chance.
How about this? Is this the when Canelo fought Floyd type of situation for Xander?
Canelo, no, it's the type. I'm going way back when Aaron Pryor fought 20-year-old Warren, one of Manuel Stewart's fighters.
Ellis also raised concerns about where a potential fight should take place, arguing that New York would not be the ideal location. In his view, the New York State Athletic Commission has a tendency to stop fights prematurely, which he believes can prevent fighters from fully showing their toughness, recovery, and ability to adjust under pressure inside the ring. But
at the same time, I don't think that fight should be held in New York because the commission there, they stop fights just too quick, Not just the Fondora fights in the past few years, they stop them too fast. And guys that caliber fighters, both of them guys are good. Anybody can get rocked or stumble at any given time, and I don't think it's right for the wrestler to jump in there and stop it. Both of those guys are great, man. Anything can happen in boxing, and you want to jump in and stop because somebody stumbled. Nah, it's too risky to fight them in New York.
So you feel like Vegas probably would have been a better spot?
Yeah, anywhere but New York, man.
Damn, so if something like that happens, they're gonna look at this clip for sure.
They don't get a chance to show their courage anymore in the fights.
Shakur Stevenson also weighed in on the growing discussion surrounding a possible clash between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis, making it clear that he believes Zayas is developing at a very fast rate. Stevenson acknowledged the Puerto Rican star's youth, but emphasized that improvement, confidence, and experience can quickly close the gap at the elite level of boxing.
I think he can get better. I think he's getting better. I don't think he's staying in one spot. I definitely think he's getting better, but when I say green, I don't think he's not staying in the same spot. You can tell he's getting better. He's trying to learn the craft. He's trying to get skills. So I will give him a hand on that. But
Roy Jones Jr. also dismissed criticism surrounding Xander Zayas potentially stepping into elite-level competition at a young age, arguing that experience and accomplishments matter far more than age alone. Jones explained that once a fighter has already won championships and consistently performed on a high stage, he has earned the right to compete against the best of the division. Jones ultimately made it clear that questioning Zayas purely because of his age is unfair, insisting that when a fighter reaches a certain level of achievement and ability,
it's not too early because
that's just a question that
Let me finish. He's fighting for 2 times world champion already. What if he go for the third one and he gets beat? Then he misses a big money fight with Boots instead of going on and taking this fight. You understand me? So it's like so many times we get cheated out of fights because guys try to wait till the fight simmers or gets to where it needs to be, then or wait till they think one guy's ready. No, if you're a 2-time world champion across the board already, you're ready. If you're not ready, you shouldn't have got them. You shouldn't have got them 2 titles if you weren't ready. So if you got 2 titles, I don't want to hear that you're not ready. You better be ready because you're 2-time world champion. You got 2 of the belts in the weight class. Everybody in the weight class want that. So your behind better be.
Greg Hackett highlighted the contrast in styles between Ennis' explosive athleticism and Zayas' disciplined, technical approach. Hackett explained that both fighters are entering the situation with detailed game plans, elite coaching, and intense preparation, making it clear that this is far more than a reckless gamble from either side.
Xander Zayas, Jaron Ennis. Yeah, I'm noticing now that everybody's putting out videos, analyzing the fight, breaking the fight down. Yeah, and it's more so about not about what Xander is, but about the flaws they see in Boots and what Boots does wrong defensively, why they giving Xander a chance. What you make of that?
I mean, some of it is for content, some of it is for confidence. For me, I think shit like that is funny because you could watch tape and if you really don't even know what you're looking at, you could lie to yourself too. The angle you watching it from on tape, the angle you watching it from being in there, like not being in the ring, but being outside the ring as a coach, and the angle from actually being in there, all 3 of those angles are different. We could come up with whatever we want. They still got to fight. And what either guy sees, none of us will see. So you could prepare as much as you want. You know what I mean? You're going to have to prove it that night in the ring. So when people breaking down videos and things like that, it's cool. It's good for content, but it don't change the angle from when you're actually in there. You know what I mean? And that's what matters most.
Defending both fighters against online negativity, Hackett insisted that Ennis and Zayas are fully aware of the risks and challenges involved, but both possess the professionalism and confidence required to compete on the biggest stage. Rather than tearing the matchup down, he believes fans should appreciate the dedication, preparation, and ambition behind what could become a career-defining fight for both young stars.
If I keep seeing is either Xander's too young, Xander's too green, or Boots is overrated and Boots is overhyped.
Yeah.
Which one is true and are both true?
I don't think none of it's true. I don't think none of it's true because if Xander wasn't as good as he is, he wouldn't be here. If Boots wasn't as good as he is, he wouldn't be here. This is one of those fights we didn't want right away, but we wanted it. Now we got it. You can't complain when you get it. It's a great fight, like it or not.
Stylistically, what do you see?
Stylistically, of course, Boots is the better boxer, faster hands, slick movement,
Robert Garcia compared the potential clash between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas to past boxing matchups where rising young stars were forced to prove themselves against elite-level opposition. While acknowledging Ennis' elite ability, Garcia pointed out that Boots is still relatively new to the 154 pounds junior middleweight division and has not yet been fully tested over an extended period at the weight. According to Garcia, that lack of long-term experience could become a major factor as the fight moves into the later rounds where endurance, natural strength, and overall comfort in the division begin to play a bigger role. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos like